Hi Year 7s, today in Maths you're going to be looking at stem and leaf plots, and what they are, they're just really a way to visualize data that you've collected. Okay, so today we'll be learning to interpret a stem and leaf plot and also be able to make our own, i.e. represent data in a stem and leaf plot. So the way it works is you split a number into what we call a stem and a leaf, and kind of the leaves come out of the stem, a bit like, well, a tree, I suppose. And we split it by the first digit or digits. So the stem can have more than one digit, okay? So it can have 2 digits, 3 digits, 10 digits, 15 digits. The leaf is the last digit, so the leaf is only ever 1 digit. So you can never have a leaf that is 2 digits long. Leaves are shown in increasing order as you move away from the stem. So that is smallest to largest. And what we do is we generally show a key to explain how to use our stem and leaf plot. Okay, so here's an example. The number 7 on the stem and leaf plot would be represented by attaching this value here, the leaf, to the stem. Okay, so we'd put the stem there and the leaf there. So that would be the number 7. Now 31 is described like this, where we've got a 3 as the stem and we attach the leaf to it, so 31. And 152 would mean we'd start at the stem, which is 15, and stick the leaf on the stem, so 152. So that's how we use it. Okay, now the key here is really, really important, as this note suggests, because 3, 1, so if we've got this thing here, this represents the split between the stem and the leaf, means 31, because sometimes we can represent decimals. So if we wanted to do, say, 3.1, we would put a decimal point there to indicate that 3/1 or 3 and this line 1 means 3.1. Okay, but in this case it doesn't, but it's important that we've got a key to explain that. Alright, so what we'll do is create a stem and leaf plot for this data set. So my advice first is place it in order. Okay, so we're going to do it smallest to largest. So I think the smallest value is 10. The next smallest value is 16. Then it looks to be 23. I'll probably make a mistake somewhere, but anyway. 25, I think. 27. Then it looks like it's 31. 34, which happens, no, I missed 33, there it is. 34, 34, so that happened twice. We've got 2 36s and another 36 and a 37. Let's just double check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we'll set up our structure for the stem and leaf plot. And what we're going to look at is the first digit is going to give us our stem, because it's only 2 digits, it's the first digit. So we're going to start with a stem of 1, then we need a stem of 2, and then we need a stem of 3. Alright, so all we do now, so this side here is the stem, this side here is the leaf. So we're going to put a 0 here to represent the digit 10, or the number 10 rather. Alright, now then we've got to do 16, so we're going to put a 6 here. Alright, now 23 has to go into this next row of numbers, so we're going to put a 3 in there. Then we're going to put a 5. Now try to keep the numbers directly underneath each other so you can sort of line up things and see which one or which particular row has the most numbers in it. Alright, then we've got 27. Then we've got 31. So 31 is going to go into the 30s, or starting with the stem 3. Then 3, 4, 4, 6, 6, and 7. So again, I'm just getting these numbers from the second digit in all of these numbers. Alright, so there's my stem and leaf plot, and we've got to put a key, and we usually start with any one of these. I just use the first one always, so 10 with a line, or 1 with a line, and 10 means 10. Alright, so again, let's just see how this works. So if you got the stem and leaf plot like this, you can simply reassemble the original data by starting with the stem, writing down the stem, and then just placing each leaf on the stem. So there's 0 placed on the 1. Then we start again with the stem and place 6 on the stem. So that would be 16. 3 would go onto the 2. 5 would go into the 2. 7 would go into the 2, etc., etc. And what you'll basically do is regenerate this data set here. So all the stem and leaf plot is supposed to do is be a more visual way of representing the data. Now, why does this help? Well, you can fairly quickly see that values in the 30s were the most common. In fact, kind of like the high 30s were the most common. Alright, so what we need to do now is interpret a stem and leaf plot. Okay, so average daily temperatures are shown for some different countries. So we get a temperature of 13 degrees in one country, 16 degrees in one country, 16 degrees in one country. Okay, so we're getting average daily temperatures. So they first want us to write out the temperatures as a list. Okay, so 2 with a line and 5 means 25 degrees Celsius. So that's how we're going to assemble the data. So I'm going to start with the lowest one. So 13 is the first temperature, 16, 16. Now I'm going to do this line here. So 20, 20, 21, 22, 25, 25, 26, 28, 29, and then the ones in the 30s, 30 and 32. So that's that. Right, how many countries' temperature are represented? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 countries in total. What are the minimum and maximum temperatures? So we can see that the minimum temperature is 13 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that would be this one here. And the maximum is 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, the range. Now remember the range from a couple of lessons ago. Range equals max take away min. So all you're going to do is start with 32 and remove 13 from it, which is 22, 19. Okay, the final thing we're going to answer is the median temperature recorded. So remember, median is the middle value. So to do that, remember what we were doing here is we're just slashing the ends off. Then we go in one, in another, in another, in another, in another, and we're left with 2 middle values. So the median is going to be the center point of 22 and 25, which will be, median is 23.5. Now I know that one, but you might find that a calculation will help you with that. So what you're going to do is get the halfway point by doing 22 plus 25 and then halving the results. So do that on the calculator for you, and what you should note, 22 plus 25, halve the result, and that's half of that. I want to get a decimal approximation, 23.5 as I suggested. Alright, so there's our median temperature is 23.5 degrees Celsius. Alright, so your turn now. So there's the questions there, so get stuck into those, and I'll look forward to catching up with you guys when I'm back next week.